The big event coming up in Bakersfield, Via Arte, happens every October. We're going to check it out right now as they get prepared for that. We're going to go check out the Steam Yard right now with Sam and see what the kids are working on.
Hey, welcome back to Art, a new season, and today we have Maria with us. Thank you for being with us today from the Bakersfield Museum of Art, and she's going to let us know all about Via Arte, right?
Yes, so we are coming back this year again with Via Arte. We're going to be at the marketplace, and we're showing the kids one of the techniques that many of the artists use, and that's called the grid method. So they use a grid that has, specific measurements and make sure that their art is really precise and they're getting the correct proportions and details. So that's what the students are learning today. And if they get to work in bigger spaces, they could blow up images really large. So we're showing them how to use their images on paper and then create a grid that is labeled with numbers on the side and then with letters on the top, so we could work one square at a time and not get overwhelmed about the big picture when we could section it one little space at a time. So it makes it really accessible even for people that don't know how to draw. So we're gonna have the students work on a black sheet of paper, and then we're gonna really show how black makes color pop. And we're gonna use chalk pastel, and that is part of the materials that artists use during Via Arte on the asphalt. And it's really nice because it blends colors really nicely, and it really makes those bright colors pop.
Yeah. So what have they done so far, and where are we going next?
So we've used our rulers to make sure that we have straight lines, and each square is going to be 1 inch by 1 inch. So they're small spaces, and the students have a few versions of a fall scene to be on theme with the season. And then the next thing that we're going to do, we're going to grab our black sheets of paper. And if all the students move on to that paper, we're gonna repeat what we did on the image on your paper. So I want you guys to grab your rulers, and then we're gonna measure like we did earlier from our left top corner, and then we're gonna add little lines to mark each inch. So when we're looking at our paper, we're gonna start at the very, and then we're just gonna mark 1 inch, 2, 3, 4, and we're doing squares that are 8 inches by 8 inches, so we're gonna stop at 8. So make sure you guys mark your lines. And it's a little bit harder to see the pencil on paper, on black paper, but you can see it in person fairly clearly. And then we're gonna do that around the square, and always start on the left corner.
Made a gridded picture?
Yeah.
Yeah? What'd you make?
We did a chalk drawing of a fox, I think.
Okay.
And it was on the show.
Was it on? Oh, okay. Oh, wait, I think I remember that. That was
Yeah.
yeah.
It was like the first show.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. Have you ever done it on the ground? Has anyone ever done
That
any
was
large, like, chalk? Oh, yeah, the big one upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I remember that. That was my first time here. How about you guys? Have any of you guys ever done
I think
gridded
I
drawing?
went and I did a drawing once. I don't remember what it was at the, what arte, I think?
Via Arte, yeah?
Yeah.
Did you do like one of the little Bambino squares?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember going with my grandmother. We drew a little something over there. I don't remember what it is anymore.
No. Are you guys gonna go back this year?
Yeah, we sometimes
Yeah,
get to
you
go
guys should
check
go.
it out.
Well, and I think junior hires, you guys can buy, they can do the smaller squares, right?
We can do the smaller squares. We have professional artists that done the 12 by 12 feet squares,
Right.
which is large. And then we have the high school side. They do 7 by 7 feet squares. And then we have the family, the Bambino squares, which are 2 by 2, which Elijah mentioned.
Right.
They're really fun.
Yeah.
It's whatever the little one wants to do. We
The junior
had-
hires that's what they would come and do.
Yeah.
So there you go, you guys. Can all go do a little Bambino square on your own. And then if, like you were telling me earlier, if a high school wants to apply.
You guys, if any high school wants to apply, we still have submissions open. You guys could go to viaarte@bakersfield.com and you guys could complete the application, and you just have to submit 3 images of an image, and then we'll get the application and we'll notify those schools the first week of October.
Awesome. All right, so after they finish this grid, is it on to the chalk parts, right?
It's on to the messy part,
Yay,
the fun
the fun
part. So we have chalk pastels. They're similar to regular chalk that you buy at the stores. But one of the things that we love this specific chalk is that it's created for artists, so the pigments are bright, they're bold, and it really works on dark surfaces. So the students will be able to work with them, and we could really blend them and match the colors on their images.
Great. All right, well, we got the kids started, so when we get back, you're gonna see a lot of color on these pages, and hopefully some of them will be close to getting finished. All right, back to you, Mike.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you also to Maria coming over from the Bakersfield Museum of Art. Via Arte coming up in October. We're going to check out a little bit more about space right now. But while they're doing that, we're going to head back out to the STEAM yard and check out how this Via Arte art is going with Sam and Maria.
All right, hey, we're back. So Maria, what have they been up to since we've been gone?
So we started using the soft pastels. We started working on the lighter colors first, and then once they have that outline, we could go over the darker colors. Material is really soft, so we want to make sure that the colors are blending smoothly. So starting with light colors like yellow, white, a soft blue, it's really going to make those colors pop, and then we could add the darker ones, the browns, the orange, the reds after, just to make sure that we don't lose those yellows from fall, those yellows that, you know, make things really like a happy mood tone.
All right, well, let's ask these kids some questions. All right, so we'll start with you. So we're gonna ask you guys, how's it going, right? How you feeling? How you feeling about your project?
I think it's going pretty well.
And you just decided to start where?
I decided to start on the top left corner.
Okay.
I felt like going for the hard stuff first, so that if I get burned out or something,
All right.
then I have the easier stuff to do.
Yeah, you're doing a good job.
Thanks.
How do you feel about the chalk?
Messy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's going pretty well. I'm liking the blending and stuff.
Yeah, looking good so far. All right, keep going. All right, how about you, Elijah? Where'd
well,
you start first?
I decided to start with something a bit easier just so I could figure out how this is all gonna work, and then I've now moved my way up into the land of starting to get some stuff that's a bit more difficult. Like I tried doing the coffee mug, I might have to come back and redo a bit more of that.
Yeah, looks good. I like how you have your highlights going
I'm
on
going
and your
for
pumpkin.
the pumpkin highlights, and so I have to do another one there. And then thankfully, like that whole top portion is already black, so I don't really have to fill in too much.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
So
How
now
do you like chalk?
What he said, definitely messy. Like I know my room is messy. I'm the messy room kind of person, but
Okay.
sometimes my hands, I prefer them to be a bit
You
cleaner.
like to have your
Yeah.
hands clean? Yeah, some people like
So
that.
it's definitely different, and it's a fun new art style to try.
Good. You're doing a great job. All right, Journey, you're up next. Where'd you decide to start?
Just like him, I decided to start in the top left. Yeah. And just to go for, you know, like he said, the harder squares.
Right.
But usually you would use the lighter colors, like I used the blue for this top left portion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't really have that color, so you've done a good job blending to make your own
Yeah.
blue. That looks great. Where are you gonna? You're just gonna continue to work your way down?
Yeah, I keep going left to right and
Yeah.
all the way to the bottom.
Good. Have you worked with chalk pastels before?
Yeah, sometimes, but not a lot though. Yeah.
How do you like it?
Yeah, it is messy. It gets all over your fingers a lot, but it does make the blending a little more
Yeah,
fun.
it looks like you've
Yeah.
blended before. Looks great.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, up next, Sarah, right? All right,
Yeah.
Sarah, where'd you start?
I started in the mug because that's like the lightest part of the picture.
Yeah,
So yeah.
good. You're doing a good job working away. How do you feel about this process?
It's fun, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And it's very messy, but
Yeah.
it's fun.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, you're doing a good job. Okay, Nina, how are you doing over here?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm finding this to be a bit of a calming experience.
All right. Have you worked with chalk pastels before?
Yes, I have actually.
I think I can tell.
I use them a lot in some of my artworks
Mm-hmm.
because I got them in a set recently that I really like.
Yeah, you're doing a really good job. I love how you already have that kind of three-dimensional form going on there. Very good. So you're just going to keep going with that? Are you going to go to a pumpkin next or keep going in that corner?
My goal is to slowly work my way around because I know if I mess up, like, say on the outside, it'd be better to work outside to inside because messing up on the inside, it's like the centerpiece, you know?
Right. Okay.
It's-
Yeah.
So I'd rather like work here first so I get a bit of the feel on how the pastels really work.
Yeah. Good job. Okay. And then right over there, what was your name again? Sorry.
Savia.
Savia. All right. So how about you? I see you started in that corner too.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you feeling about this?
I think that part was the hardest part to conquer since it requires a lot of shading. It's
Yeah.
blurred in the corner. Like it mainly focuses on the pumpkins,
Yeah.
which are in the center. So I started there thinking that if I blur everything out and then focus on the pumpkins in the middle and do it diagonally,
Yeah.
then I can use the sharper end of my
Yeah.
pastels.
Yeah. That looks great. You're doing a really good job. All right. Let's see over here. How are we doing? How are we doing over here?
Good.
Good? Oh, yeah, you guys have made it pretty far. Okay, so how about you? It's Raina. Yes, sorry, we're learning all the new names. All right, so how are you feeling about it so far?
I think I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah. You started with, did you start back here or did you start with your
I
pumpkin?
started over here because someone recommended me to do this part since it has a lot of blue, so it'd be easier.
Yeah. I really like how you've got your lights and your shading going on, your highlights. It's looking good. Not sure if we have time to go all the way around our table, but everyone looks like you guys are doing a great job. How are you guys all feeling about this experience?
Good.
You guys all like chalk?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it too. All right, so remind us of the dates for Via Arte.
Via Arte is October 18 and 19. We're out there all weekend long. If you guys have any questions or if you want to do participate in the Bambino side, we are out there from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. And then after that, it's free to the public. You can walk around, you can see the professional artists working on huge spaces.
Yeah.
So it's a fun night. It's free to the community. So I always encourage everyone to go out there and just experience everyone coming together and enjoying art.
Yeah. And then if anyone was to do this at home, just materials, we had what? Chalk pastels, rulers, paper, your image, make a grid, and then go for it.
Yes.
All right. Well, make sure you guys check out Bakersfield Museum of Art website. I know they have an exhibit coming up right now, and check out all of the Do the Math social media, and see these pictures later. All right, back to you, Mike.
Thanks for that, Sam. Thank you also to Maria for coming in today. And I'm glad that they said paper instead of having the kids use pastel on walls or floors or something like that. Make a really big project right there.